G'day, welcome to Creator Breakfast. How is everyone? Let me just adjust this microphone. We're live. Creator Breakfast Saturday. 2 Saturdays in a row. Yes, bonus points for consistency. How is everyone today? Good to have you back on Creator Breakfast on another fine Saturday morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you might be. I notice Bill is in Switzerland. It's about 1 p.m. over there. And where I am, of course, it's coming up towards... we're heading up towards 10 p.m. where I am, but it's Creator Breakfast regardless. Make sure that you've got your drink of choice ready today. I am now for AV Zoid. I have got my water and I will drink it. Welcome. We're going to get right into it, do the shout outs. People who are coming in, you've got to be in early to get the initial shout out. So AV Zoid, it was here before the stream started, of course, in the chat. Keeping things happening there. So let me prove that I can drink the water. There we go. water drunk. So let's see who is in the chat today. So if you're one of the lurkers, it says 7 people are watching right now. If you're one of the lurkers, just drop a chat and say, hi, I'm here, I'm watching. I will comment when I shall want to comment. But let me know, you'll get a shout out. All right, let's see. We'll go back to the start, shall we? And of course, Avizoid is asking if anyone's there. Yes, we're here. And
subscribe to Doug Hewson YT for more tech for content creation.
And that is the alert to tell us that Real PewDiePie, I got it right, Real PewDiePie has subscribed. Is that the real PewDiePie? Thank you for subscribing to my humble channel, Pewds. Thank you. All right, back to the shout-outs. Yes, we do get notifications popping in during the stream. So if you're dropping a subscription during the stream, it's going to play something right there. If you send a super chat, it's going to play something right there. I don't have membership, so that won't play anything there. And of course, just mentioning super chats, it's not required, but if you want to, it's available. If you don't like super chatting, I also have a buy me a coffee link in the description just to get that out of the way at the start. All right, back to the shout outs. Of course, we mentioned Bill Weir, who's there in Switzerland. Wonderful. In the garden, and the blessings came in right as we started as well. Oh, and actually saying good morning. Got my coffee and ready to go. I'm sticking with my water. I'm scheduling a coffee for after the stream because I need that little pick-me-up before we hit up right into Niman Live coming up at about 9 a.m. Eastern, I believe. And, of course, the one and only Real PewDiePie has subscribed and is here in the stream as well. Let's see who else we've got in here. Eat Like an Apex is back. Good to have you back here on the stream saying hello. The Corruption Czar Network is here from Tampa, Florida, nice and early in the morning. Yes, an early start. I usually aim for about an 8 a.m. start Eastern time, but we try and slide it right in. Get a little bit of a head start if we can each Saturday, just so I got that little buffer between my show and Nick Nimmon's show. I do need to stretch my legs and jump over and get ready to join the festivities over there every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern, as I probably mentioned already. Free to Laugh Now is there. G'day from San Francisco. Nice and early there for sure. And Felicia's here from good old Melbourne. Welcome to the stream. All right. I think I've caught up on the chat, so that's a shout out so far. Anybody else that jumps in during the stream, we'll try and shout out. A couple of things we're going to try today. One thing we talked about, I was asked about last week, was when are you going to look at people's channels? And today's the day. Today's the day. So let's show you how that's going to work. Let's jump over to here. And there's a countdown to Nimmin Live. We're going to try and be finished in approximately 57 minutes. And you can submit, as you can see on the ticker right below. And while we're doing that, let's just jump to the other camera. G'day. How's it going? I found a spot for the camera and I've got it working. The Canon M50 over there. So there's a link in the description. There's a couple of green, instead of the red go live buttons, there's a couple of green, you can call them green traffic lights, go. And I'm looking at this camera instead of this camera. When you've got multiple cameras, know which camera's live. Okay, so you'll see the little green things. There's a link there. You can click that link if you want to submit your channel for me to have a look at. All I'm doing is checking it out. We're going to pull it up. Might give you a few tips that I see from the visually, what's happening maybe with your channel banner, your thumbnails, your layout, your about page, things like that. Just the cosmetic stuff, and see if we can give you see if we can at least give you a tip or maybe more. So to get in on that act, you need to go into the form and drop your details. I'll need to know the name of your channel. I'll need your channel URL so I can find your channel quickly, so I can pull it up, because I can't just click on the chat and bring it up anymore. It don't work like that no more. And I think that's all we ask you. There might be one other question. Short and sweet. But if you can't find that in the description, I'm going to drop it for you right now, because I believe I programmed this before the stream. So there's the other link. I'll put that in now because we want to get in nice and early. If anybody wants to get in on that, they can. So let's jump back in because a few more people have joined us. No, you're not 5 minutes late. No, you're not. And here's Pam. Pam's joining us again. And Felicia approves of the camera, the M50. Yeah, that was like quickly, where can I put a proper tripod? And quickly, a bit of a wider shot. Now this wall behind me here, it's just a white cloth. I got a bit of a blue light shining up. I unpacked my couple of small LEDs today just to throw some light. I just want to see how it's looking. Got a bit of strobing sort of behind me there, but I think that's from the LED lights that are around my bookshelf. So that's what happens. And I just looked up at the screen and somebody dropped a dislike. Thank you for whoever dropped a dislike. Not a problem. I don't mind at all. Thank you for dropping the dislike. I feel like I've achieved something now with that dislike. Thank you. All right. So what's going on this wall very soon, because I think I was talking about changing my setup last week. I've got my panels that I was talking about, that I got the whole portable panel idea from Felicia, who's in the chat. They're going to go sort of in here against this wall. Obviously, my position is going to change a bit. We're going to rotate the desk a bit. We're basically going to be working out of the corner. There's a corner section here, and then there's black. We've got some fairy lights dropping down. I'm going to probably move out my backdrop here. This backdrop here. The shelves, we might get rid of those and just have like a plain backdrop. That this camera angle will be sort of swiveled around a little bit more, closer to where the M50 is, sort of somewhere in between really, and we'll make it look really, really good, hopefully. That's the plan. All right. And Paul Peck is in the house, coming in nice and early on a Saturday. Good to have you here. Media, radio, jingles, and gaming. Great to have you. Great to have you here. Media rated jingles and gaming. That's an interesting combination. Interesting combination for sure. All right. And Happy Dutch Family is here. Welcome to the stream. Even Tom's here. Tom Curry, how are you going? Sorry, that was me. Hit the wrong one. Oh, wasn't it? I'm disappointed now. I thought it was a real one. I thought it was a real dislike. You know, when dislikes don't affect you, then you know you're sort of progressed to a certain extent on YouTube. And Urban Explorer is here. Neil in the house. Welcome. Wherever Neil is, there's Paul Peck, and wherever Paul Peck is, Neil is there. So, are they one and the same? Who knows? Who knows? I can tell you for a fact they're not. I've seen them both in the same room at the same time. All right. Where are we going with this? I have no idea. I just got carried away with the shout-outs, looking at the cameras, and hopefully we'll... I pressed the dislike button by mistake, but a real dislike. People are having fun with the like and dislike there. So, all right. So let me jump over real quick. I just want to see how many people have maybe actually dropped something in that form so far. We got 4 in there at the moment. Okay, it helps me plan. It was one news article, which we may or may not get to. It's up to you. It's all about the Markiplier and what's the other guy's name? I've even forgotten his name already. He's not on my radar. I know who Markiplier is, but I don't know who this other dude is. But yeah, about some content that was removed, strike issued, appealed, upheld, appealed on Twitter, and retracted. That's the basic gist of it. It's a bit of the YouTube drama of the week, you could say. So if we hit that, we hit that. If not, you've already been given the TLDR version. All right. And of course, the other thing that happens in this show, which I haven't mentioned, is at any time you can ask questions in the chat, and we will endeavor to answer your questions. Anything about content creation, YouTube, any of that sort of stuff. So make sure that you drop those questions in the comment section at any time during the stream. If I'm reading an article or looking at a channel, I might not see it straight away, but I'll try and get to it. I try not to miss the questions in the chat. I try and keep up to where I'm up to. Here we go. I want to see how many people dropped. Pam says, I saw Philip Franco talking about it. Yeah, I sort of missed some of it, but I actually got cottoned onto it because I happened to see, I don't know how I saw Markiplier's video, but it came up on my feed on one of my other channels. And so I watched it. I had no idea what he was talking about. It didn't look like a standard sort of entertainment type content. So I had a look and he was talking about it. I thought, oh, okay, righto. That's the first I heard of it. It was from Markiplier himself. But yeah, there's a bit of an article there on Tube Filter, so we can check that out a little bit down the road. So yeah, don't forget, if you've got questions, drop them in straight in the chat, not in the form. The form is for the segment that I've called, and here we go. Let's see if this works.
It's now time for that segment you've all been waiting for. Check my channel.
So yeah, it works. The sound effects work. That's always good. Let's head on over and check out the first channel. All right. Now, before I do that, of course, I actually have to pull it up. So I have to go to the form, pull it up. So let me get that ready in the background here. Keep dropping your questions in the chat. I need to go to the response form. I need to look at this. So hopefully the URLs are there for me. I'm going to try and do them in order. And All right. I just saw the first one. I just saw the first one. Is this the first one? Yes, it is the first one. So what I need to do is pop that into. I thought this is what I was getting. I thought this is what I was getting. All right. All right. Let's do this.
It's now time for that segment you've all been waiting for. Check my channel.
All right. Now, literally, this is legit. This is what was in my. This is what was in there. Just making sure. Okay, yes, that camera. Okay, that's the camera it should be. Literally, the real PewDiePie has dropped in the real PewDiePie's channel. So we've got PewDiePie's banner. I don't actually know what that is on the banner. That's interesting. Now, PewDiePie has 106 million subscribers, so at this point, he can do whatever whatever he wants, basically. He can do whatever on his channel. And you can see this is his progression here from a baby-faced gaming YouTuber to this behemoth of a YouTuber in 2020. So that's his 10-year video. But yeah, PewDiePie, he's been verified by YouTube, so this is the real deal. The banner is interesting, but hey, he's PewDiePie. Okay, on his homepage, I can see he's got a section for uploads, which makes sense. His members-only videos and live streams, which is interesting that you'd put your members-only live stream for everyone to watch. So I don't know if I can actually watch those. Oh, and live streams. So, okay, he's got his Minecraft series here. So that's interesting. His meme review series. So he's got all his series blocked out, which makes sense. If you're doing a series, you want to put them into a playlist and put them on your homepage, particularly if it's a current series, so people can find it easily. So, yeah, looking good. Looking good, Pewds. Looking good. And the About page. Now, for a new YouTuber, you don't want to be doing this. You don't want to be saying, I make videos. But he's PewDiePie. He's 106 million subscribers. He doesn't have to have an About page. But you, as a new YouTuber, probably do need to have something a little bit more significant in your About page. Because people know who PewDiePie is. People don't know who you are necessarily. So that's probably what we're going to get out of looking at PewDiePie's channel. I just wanted to get through this one quickly. I thought it'd be interesting to pull that up, seeing that was the very first channel submitted into the form. All right. Now, before I pull up the next one, I have to jump back to a camera. There we go. All right. So, the real PewDiePie, thank you for sharing the real PewDiePie's channel with us. All right. Let's go find who the next contestant is in the form. And I will get it queued up, as we do. And before I go back to that, I'll make sure that it loads, and then we'll quickly jump back in the chat and see what we've got going on there, because there'll be questions. All right, now I've got to find out where I'm up to. Okay, Neil says, I'd be interested to know how many people watch the David Blaine balloon video on YouTube Originals, 3 hours long, and the man well worth watch. Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet. That was interesting. I know, all I know is it was David Blaine and MKBHD had something to do with it. That's all I know. And I saw some, there was a little bit on our news here of his stunt, and he was like, they showed the point where he let go of the balloons and fell back to earth. So, yeah, that's about all I saw. And Ninja Hyper is in the house here. Welcome to the stream. All right. All right. Peter Dell's here as well, because obviously people are coming in whilst I cannot see the chat, so that's interesting. Hello. Long title versus short title. Ideally, you want to keep it. Oh, now I'm looking at the wrong camera again. Ideally, you want to keep. I think you want to keep it under 50 characters, even though they give you 100, because you want to try and work as much as possible with the viewable section of the title, because people don't see the entire title in some formats. So a shorter title is probably better in the sense of being able to fit what you need to say into that section. And plus, you don't want to go long title for the sake of stuffing keywords or anything like that, because that's, you don't need to do that. I have one notification that's annoying me. That was probably in Chrome. Yeah, Chrome notification. All right. How long description? Now, description is different. You have 5,000 characters for description. So for a description, Nick did a really good video about a year or so back on what to put in the description, and talking about what to put at the top, and then the different things to put down the description. So if you want to check that out, go over to Nick Nemmen's channel and just do it like a search for description. It'll come up. It'll be the video about descriptions. He hasn't got too many on that topic, so you'll know which one it is for sure. But you want to lead off with a paragraph about what the video is about, and then after that, you maybe want to put some of your key links into different things just below the fold. When I say the fold, there's a little bit that shows when the description is sort of all zipped up, and then you click the arrow, and then everything shows. The little bit that you see when it's all minimized is above the fold. So that's like the first couple of lines, I think. So you want that to be engaging and capturing people's attention. You also want some to be rich in keywords as well for your video, to complement the title, to complement maybe something that you've used in the tags as well. Use that first paragraph to explain what the video is about, so people come along and say, if they don't already know from the thumbnail and the title, which in most cases they should, but they might start reading it, go, today's video we're talking about how to tie a tie, and so you go, I'm in the right place. But and there's so much more that you can add, and what you maybe should add, what you shouldn't add to a description. Check out Nick Nemmen's video on that for all the details. I'm not going to go into it on the stream, of course. All right. Everybody's here. It's a good idea to use dashes and lines in the title. If you need to separate something, like there's one thought here, like, you know how you can have like if you say we're doing a title, you can do, how to tie a tie, dash, the best way ever, or something like that. So you might want to separate your keyword section from your compelling section. You can do a dash. There's no issue with putting a dash or anything like that in the title. You don't want to overdo it with emojis, and you don't want to overdo it with other characters, special characters, just to make it look fancy. But if it's like a dash as a separator, that's fine. All right. And Dracula Gaming New Zealand is in the house. New subscriber, love your channel, trying to grow my game streaming, and I found some useful links from your videos. Awesome. Hope you grow. Best regards from Auckland, New Zealand. Well, hello, Auckland. I've been to Auckland many years' time. I love Auckland. I've been to Auckland probably 3 or 4 times now. So, been in and out of the airport there many times. I think I've been to Christchurch once. So, I've been to New Zealand a bunch of times. Just across the Tasman there. And Billy's in the house as well. Billy, welcome. And people don't search for dashes and lines, so you don't want that as part of the search. But if you just want to use it as like a single dash or a line as a separator, that's fine. The other thing I I generally wouldn't use emojis. I wouldn't use what's the other things you can use? Don't know if you necessarily want to go like all caps or something. Maybe like Neil did here in his comment. Maybe if you just want to highlight one word as a cap, so it sort of stands out. I wouldn't go like the whole thing as a caps either. I'd try and keep it regular, Is that what you call it? Regular writing? How do you become a moderator? You have to be appointed by the person who is the live streamer. They have to go in and click your name and say, add as a moderator. Now, how do you get them to do that for you? I think the best way is to be consistent in their streams to show that you're a solid part of the community and be known enough that the streamer has some sort of level of trust that he can trust you with those duties. Because, you know, with great power comes great responsibility, as Uncle Ben says. So always keep in mind what Uncle Ben says. So that's the short on how to become a moderator. I'm actually going to be doing some more videos on doing YouTube moderators. I'm actually going to probably maybe record a little bit of it after the stream tonight. We shall see. All right. Back to the chat. While there's questions in the chat, we'll keep hitting the chat. We'll jump back to the channels in just a sec. We don't want to go channel after channel. Peter says, this is where I'm confused. I think I titled my video wrong. How do I get someone to let me know if I'm doing it right? If you're in like a group, say on Facebook or something like a YouTuber group, you can ask people to give you a hand there. It's a good place to ask, because then you can say, hey, I put this is my title. What do you think? Does this title work for you, or what should I be, doing to make it better? That's the best way to get that looked at. And I'm sure you'll be able to get some tips. Some great groups on Facebook, Facebook in particular, because I'm mostly active in Facebook groups. The Tube Ritual group run by Brian G. Johnson is a really good one. There's also a couple of others. The YouTube, I can't even remember what it's called now. I'm in too many groups. There's a YouTube video makers group by Dara Leaves.
Thank you for the super chat.
And there we go. Thank you, Eileen Smith, for the super sticker, actually. Comes through as a super chat on Streamlabs. And gave the Pear character stretching his arm forward, raising his thumbs up. So a big thumbs up. Thank you for the $3 super chat, Eileen Smith. There we go. All right. Where am I up to? Doug, in my channel page, should I have my best performing video near the front? I think that's something to consider. And when we go and look at some channels, we'll go through some pointers there. We might see some things that we can point out as examples. I think in most cases, most sections of your homepage on your channel should be like a horizontal playlist format. And so you're able to put the videos in order in the playlist that you want them to appear on the homepage. So you've got that first one, which might be your most recent uploads. That's probably the best one to have near the top or at the top. Is your most recent uploads one that you can put together yourself, rather than if you particularly live stream, you don't want it to be intermingled with live streams. You just want to show all your uploaded ones. So you want to make your own custom playlist of recent uploads rather than just using the default one that YouTube give you, because that'll include live streams as well. And that's probably the best way to start. And then your best performing playlist, or you can have a playlist of your best performing videos that you can put maybe underneath that. Unless there's a playlist that you particularly need to highlight as a current series or something like that, you want to put that in there as well. There's a whole range of things that you can do with playlists, and like you can have a whole lot more playlists in your playlist page than what you have on your home screen. Because in the home screen, I think you have about 8 or 9 sections in total. So you're limited by the amount of playlists you can actually put on the home screen. So you want to consider which are the best performing ones, which are the ones I really want to highlight, which are the ones that are going to do best for my channel, which ones are going to maybe help bring in more subscribers or bring more views to my channel. So I want to highlight those on my homepage if possible. All right, back to the chat. Here we go. Everyone's saying hello to themselves. Let's go to the next channel was going to say video.
It's now time for that segment you've all been waiting for. Check my channel.
I don't know if I'll play that every time. Okay, the next one in the queue was AVE Zoid. AVE Zoid. I can't even say it now. AVE Zoid is the one that makes sure that Nick Nimmin takes a sip of water. And so out of... I'm going to take a sip myself, just in honour. All right. Let's have a look. We got AVE Zoid. Okay, first thing I'm going to look at is your channel banner here. Now, the Zoid sort of cut off, so I don't know whether that was, you've just thrown an image up there or something else. We've got profile picture. At least it's good that you've got a custom one. Most people put custom ones up, but some people who just start, maybe they haven't figured out how to upload a profile picture yet, but no, you're good there. Profile picture. Now, I can sort of get an idea what your channel's about as I start looking at your thumbnails there, but I'm going to jump. This is what I like to do. I really like to jump to the About page. And I believe that your description is short, but it is to the point. So points for being to the point. Your channel's about Minecraft, Minecraft, and Minecraft. Now, props for niching down. So thanks for niching down. And did I see Midnight Madness 4x4 in the house? I just looked down at my other chat on my iPad. So, hey, Charlie, good to see you here. It's been a while. It's been inconsistent all around here on my end. Now, this description is rather short. I would fill that out a little bit more, but I would consider what to put in there. But I do appreciate the fact that it's to the point, in that it's not like, oh yeah, I'm just making videos and want to entertain people, and you're saying, hey, this is going to be Minecraft, so that's awesome. So I expect when I go and look at the rest of the channel that I'm going to see Minecraft videos. If I start seeing stuff that's not Minecraft, they'll be saying your description's not right. But no, that's what I fully expect. So let's go back to the home screen. And I can see...
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back.
Hopefully that audio's not coming through. Shouldn't be. Actually, I'm really not sure. Actually, no, it probably is. I hit pause on that pretty quick. Okay, so we've got a video here that you've chosen to be your highlight for your people who come to your screen the first time. So you've picked the how to build a super fast piglin bartering farm in Minecraft. So it's a pretty up-to-date sort of tutorial. Seeing that's Minecraft 1.16, which is the latest version, so that's great. I know a little bit about Minecraft myself. Okay, we've got an upload section, which makes sense. It shows you your most recent videos. That makes sense. Okay, we've got a section called tutorials. It makes sense that it's these are going to be tutorial videos. What I would do is also one thing that a lot of people don't know, and some people have been on YouTube for like years and don't even know that you can actually put descriptions on your playlists. So underneath here where it says tutorials, let me have I got my drawing pencil? Yeah, I do. Under here where it says tutorials, you can actually do a short, maybe 1 to 2 line description of what people can expect in that tutorials list, and that also helps with indexing the playlist, SEO type stuff as well. That can be just a little extra plus or bump on your channel. So specials, that's a bit vague. Specials, maybe you could put a little bit more. Okay, there's subscriber specials. Maybe you could just call it subscriber specials again. Get maybe a short description in there as well. That'll help. And then you've got a build battle series. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you're turning playlists. You've got a good handle on making sure you're getting started with playlists. You've got a good amount for someone who's been on YouTube for, I think, since, let's have a look. So it's July, 1st of July. So just over 2 months. And you've got several playlists on your homepage. Let's have a look. They're pretty much the same playlists you've got. I don't have too many more, but that's okay. You've got a theories one there as well. So yeah, Just fill out, maybe make the titles slightly more descriptive. And okay, we've got 10, 12, 13 videos. So you pretty much put a video in at least, one playlist somewhere. That's great. That's great. And, these are the tip. And let's look at the thumbnails. It's sort of the typical, they've got the Minecraft look. There's no cohesive design like across the channel yet, but that's okay because you're only early on. You're 2 months in. That's something that you're going to sort of narrow down and sort of drop into over time. You'll get like a style with the thumbnail, and maybe you can start sticking with a style, even if it's a style within a series. So you have your build battle series has the same style of thumbnails, and then your tutorial videos have a different style of thumbnail. They're very clearly Minecraft. I think you've done well maybe with this thumbnail here than some of the other ones, because we can see your Minecraft avatar is a little bit up front and close, a little bit small, hard to see. Maybe this one. That's just okay. That's Herobrine. Okay, here that's not too bad. I'd make them pop even more. I'll bring them up, make them a lot bigger in the thumbnail if you can, and if need be. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. You're working on figuring out your style with your thumbnails. So that's fine. I can see you're experimenting with different styles. You can sometimes see, some of that purple sort of blends in and muffles a bit. So maybe you can work on what colors work best, what fonts work best. But most of the fonts actually look okay. Like, they're readable. They've got that sort of that gaming style to them, maybe that Minecraft style to them, without using the actual Minecraft font. The sort of more casual font, that sort of still works, but it's not as clean. And you're definitely not using it, especially for Minecraft stuff. You don't want to be using like a frilly handwriting font that's not going to be read. And where it says Bedrock Edition here, that's the red text on the lava. Doesn't really pop out. So they're just some of the things you need to keep in mind when you're working on thumbnails. But yeah, great start for a Minecraft channel. Where are you at to? 168 subscribers. Put it this way. My first channel was a Minecraft channel. I've got on that channel currently, I think, and I haven't published a video to it in probably 3 or 4 years, 30 subscribers. So, for 2 months in, 168 subscribers. Well done. Well done. Let's move back. I better jump back into the chat, see what's going on here. I believe I'm back. Yes, I'm back. All right, I'm just going to roll back through the chat to see where I'm up to. I see Upset Rule is here as well. Joe is in the house. Welcome. You've had crashes. Yeah, probably internet. Who knows what's happening with the internet in India? They're banning PUBG, they're banning Fortnite, they're banning everything. Or maybe they're banning the internet. Okay. Have I missed anything? No, that's where I was up to. Okay, I'm scrolling down. And as I said, Charlie Midnight Madness, 4x4, is in the house as well. Yes, good to have. Yes, absolutely. It's always good to have a few moderators. Why am I so laggy? I don't know. Let me know if it's laggy for anybody else. So maybe I'm pumping out. I'm looking at my playback looks okay. 2 videos of specials. Yeah, no, you're doing good. Yeah, the subscriber special ones, I saw those. Peter, if you drop your details in that form, let me drop that in the chat again. We'll see if we can get to it. I'm not sure how many's in the queue now. I should need to keep it on the time because we have limited time today. And whoever I don't get to today will continue in the next stream. So if I don't get to your channel today, that's fine because I was on AV's Zoid for probably. I wouldn't want to be on a channel too much longer than that. Let me just drop that. Now I can find the list. Where is it? You know what? I think I ended up. There we go. I dropped the link in the chat. It's also in the description. Look for the green traffic lights. They take you there. And yeah. All right, we're going to get back to the chat, see if there's any more questions. Tom's got some lag as well. The internet's doing all sorts of things, or maybe it's YouTube. Let's see, see what's going on. Jack is here. I'm doing the same thing. I think that's good. I think that's good. Mr. Creepers a lot is here as well. Man, he says 09999. Hi, everyone's jumping in. Everyone's jumping in. Billy's dropping lots of I's and O's. I'm not sure what that's about. I. No lag here from Paul. No lag. Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Mixed bag. Yeah, if you've dropped the link for me, we'll endeavour to check that out for you, Peter. All right. I'm gonna go bring up. See. Oh, I've got 10 in here now. Okay. I'm probably not going to get to all 10 because I obviously only have about 15 to 20 minutes left of the stream. So let's see. How do I get a summary? Okay, who we got? Oh, we got Eat Like an Apex. It's got Spino, Free to Laugh Now, Crash and Star Network, Charlie. Somebody drop my name in there. Funny. Okay, there's 11.
Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, here we go. And because I've got my screen filled up, 09999 has dropped the 30 Norwegian krona. Yes, I know my currencies. Thank you for the super chat, or super sticker as it may be. It's a super sticker. It's the super sticker. It's the pair doing the thing. Let me see if I can find it. I love these descriptions. Pair character with lovey-dovey eyes, blowing red hearts in the air. They're very flowery descriptions. It's like, okay, it's a pair doing a thing. I can see him blowing the kisses or throwing the kisses in the chat on my iPad. But Ecamm just wants to give me the description. Peter's in Australia? Cool. All right. Let's see. Now, there's way too many in the list, but if we do these in order, we can hit everybody over the next week. There's Charles the French, Rob Walker, Jacka, and Billy I've got in here at the moment. So, Eat Like an Apex. I see what Eat Like an Apex did. He's next in the queue. He dropped his URL, but he also dropped the sub confirmation equals 1. I know what you're trying to do. Trying to get that subscribe pop-up happening. I see through your. All right. I'm going to try and be a little bit more zippier on these channel things. So let's jump on over to the screen capture. All right. Eat Like an Apex. 5.54 thousand subscribers. Okay. Food inspired creator videos from a food enthusiast. Interesting. Okay, we know straight away we're on a food related channel, so that's always good. We've got a bit of a coffee, hot beverage scenario going there, so that's cool. Oh, there's a shark, a little shark logo. I like the little logo there. That's cool. Okay, and as I do, I'm going to jump to the About page. An amalgamation of food-inspired travel videos. So it's food and travel together. That's cool. On a quest to film and document food from every culture and background with the intent to create something amazing. I'm the food-inspired creator, I see with the EAT for the Eat Like an Apex. Consider becoming a subscriber and start to date. That's a solid description. That's a solid description. Based in California, you upload daily. So it basically goes into, it's not like, hi, how you doing? We skip all that, which is good. You don't want to skip the pleasantries. Straight into, what is the channel about? That is perfect. And you've done it in a concise manner because when YouTube indexes your channel, it's going to show you the first certain amount of characters in the description. When people hover over your channel icon, it's going to pop up that little bit of text. So that's what people are going to read. They're going to start reading that. They're going, okay, food and travel. Yeah, I'm into that. I'm gonna click. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna check it out. So that's awesome. And then of course you finished off with some contacts at the bottom, which is super cool. You've on your banner, you've just kept it to a simple subscribe button. Perfect. Now you're at about 5,500 subscribers, so you're about probably 700 ahead of me right now. Yeah, putting the subscribe button when you're early on, that's the perfect thing to do. You don't want to confuse people about where they should go to try and follow you, but if they're interested, they can still find it here because you've got it down here. And you've even got a buy me a coffee link in there, support the channel, all that good stuff. Now, let's get back to the home page. So I give pretty good marks for that.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Christian.
Okay, this is the video you see when you're a non-subscriber. So that's what we're looking at it as a non-subscriber. We're seeing this is a legit. This looks like a legit channel trailer or something that is probably working very well for you as a channel trailer. It's already over 100,000 views. You put it up 8 months ago, so this is really good. This is the first video people are going to see when people come past your channel. Bringing new food inspired channel now. Must watch. I'm inclined to play it, but because we're on a stream, I'm not going to play it, of course. Now, here we go. First time here, check these out. This is brilliant. This is somebody who has been listening to people who are teaching how to optimize your channel for YouTube. So this is perfect. First time here, check these out. This is a great. Out of the two things you can have right at the top, this is probably one of the things that you should be doing is either this or what you've got in the second place, which is your most recent uploads. People want to know how recently you've been posting up. See, the most recent video is 4 days ago. That's perfect as well. Being in the second spot's okay. You could have these either way. You could have the uploads first, and then the first time here, check these out, or vice versa. They both work well for me. We'll come back to the thumbnails in a second, but good use of descriptions for each of the playlists. Street food inspired. So this is all street food. That's great. Michelin inspired videos. So we've got something a little bit more upmarket there. Foodie Land food series. So you've got a series in here as a series playlist. Restaurant inspired. Van life for van food. Got it. And you've using every single section. So because you've got enough content now, you can fill that out, and that's what you're doing. And over time, you can swap things in and out, depending on what's relevant at the time. But that's a good use. You've basically filled out your entire homepage. You've filled it to the max. Now, going to the videos themselves, just want to get an idea of how many videos there are. But judging by the homepage, you had a lot of videos up there. So, yeah, you've been at this for a while. And you've actually can see you've been evolving the style of the thumbnails. Now, I'm no thumbnail expert, but I can see you've got branding going on there with the street food inspired travel. So you can see, because as you go from the bottom up, you've gone from the sort of the shot from the video style. You've got your logo on some of these thumbnails as well. So you've sort of evolved over time, and all these are good. And these are good steps to take over time. And then even before that, you've got a different series here where you've got the text down the left-hand side, the heading. Some of those are really clear, like amazing Burmese food. That's super clear to read. But as you've gone over time, this is a couple of years ago, of course. As you've gone over time, the thumbnails have evolved, and that's what you'll see on a lot of channels. Thumbnails evolve. You'll see it on Nick Nimmer's channel. You'll see it on Roberto Blake's channel. You'll see it on Marquez Brownlee's channel. I'm trying to think of somebody other than YouTube teachers, of course, because it's different styles of videos, but there's a style, and I can see as we're going, the food itself has become more of the focus on the thumbnail, which is definitely the way to go. You want to know, okay, this is a video. Okay, I can clearly see this is a video about a burger. I can see a hamburger there. Okay. That's about a burger. Okay, if I'm interested in that. There's some ice cream there. I can see that's clearly an ice cream. Nearly getting blocked by your head, but that's okay. Some fresh food truck, some nice salads and whatnot. That's looking good. Yeah, making food the hero on the thumbnails. That's always a good way to go in a food channel. So, yeah, I'd say you pretty much got just about all the most, if not all, the best practices in place. So that's a really good example for people who are just starting in particularly the homepage layout. I think is excelling.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Christian L.
And there's a video again. And because you're a bigger channel, you've got a community tab as well. So we're going to check that out real quick. Yeah, as you can see, because you've been at it for a while, you've got a lot of playlists, which is what I would expect. Over time, you're going to be making more and more playlists. And yeah, using community tab. Okay. I saw that one as like a week ago, and I saw that one as a year ago. So just getting back into using the community tab, but that's good. You know, sometimes we forget the community tab's there, that we can be using that to reach out to people, promote channel, do all the different things we do on that. So yeah, that's I give that overall a big thumbs up.
Hey, how's it going?
There's the audio again. Keep getting the views. Keep getting the views. Well done. Eat Like an Apex. So if you eat the food and travel, make sure you go check out Eat Like an Apex. Okay. I need to jump back in the chat, guys. And I need to take a sip of water. All right. Ollie Burb is here. Hello. Adam is here in the house. Welcome. Live chat versus top chat. Exactly. Live chat, just change it to live chat. I don't know why they bother with the top chat thing. Just change it to live chat. All right. I want to jump over to here because I want to check. This camera's still working. And, okay, I've got 11 minutes left. Let's see. Let's see if we can get 2 more channel reviews in. Or channel checks. I don't know what to call them. I called the segment "Check My Channel," but I don't know. Check my channel. Where I don't consider myself reviewing them. Although I am sort of doing a review. It's a bit like a movie review when I'm saying, yeah, it's thumbnails. Yeah, it's good. Could be doing a bit better of this, a bit better of that. I would say maybe Eat Like Apex. Add some of the other social media links in the banner. Yeah, I think it's getting up towards the number of subscribers where you could probably maybe promote 1 or 2 of the key ones. Like even for me on mine, I think I only have the subscribe link on mine. Is that right? I'll check. I'll check afterwards. But yeah, it's 2 schools of thought. I wouldn't want to rush into if you focus. Yeah, let's put it this way. If your focus is about, let's look at the camera. If your focus is about building a YouTube channel, you don't want to be promoting the other things too much. But if you want to be basically promoting your whole brand, then that's okay to promote, put those in there and say, yeah, I've got a Twitter, yeah, I've got an Instagram, or I've got a TikTok, whatever it might be. So it depends on what your goal is. If it's all about driving traffic to YouTube, you don't want to be driving traffic back off YouTube. But if you're building a cross-platform brand, then yeah, you can have a bit of leeway because it's not just about building the YouTube channel. It's about building all your socials, about building your brand, your website, things like that. All right, we better get to the next one because that countdown clock is counting down fast. I best first pull up. I believe the next one in the queue is Spino. Let's have a look. Got to see who's in here. I'm not going to even touch all. There's 12 in here now. I'm not going to get to 12. But what we won't miss out. We will pick up where we left off in the next stream. That's a guarantee. All right. But we need to get another one out of the way. Let me make sure that it loads up okay. Okay. And let's jump on over. Okay, I'm assuming it's pronounced Spino, or is it Spino? Would be double N, I would think. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what's happening here on this channel of 222 subscribers. Congratulations on the number alliteration, 222. Okay, we've got a banner. We've got black and white and a bit of red. It's just out there. We know who you are. That I can guarantee. We've got your icon. And I'm going to jump to your About page because I need to do that. Hi, it's Spino. Welcome to my channel. Hope you enjoy my content. If you do, click that subscribe button. It will be supported a lot. Okay, so what you're doing is you're missing out on actually explaining what the channel's about, because at the moment, until I go and delve in a bit deeper, from an initial view of your channel, I don't know what your channel's about. At the moment, all I know that it's your Spino, and you're welcoming me to your channel. But in your description, you failed to describe what your channel's about. If you go back and look what Eat Like an Apex put in his, that's the sort of thing you're going for. You don't have to go into detail, but say, hey, I do XYZ on my channel. That even something simple like that is a good place to start. So that my number one advice would be to add that to your description as soon as you can. Let me know what your channel's about. Just as a simple starter, and then you can fill that out as you grow. Back to the home screen, because I think what I'm looking at here is this is like stickman animation, I think. And right now, what we've got here is more or less the default homepage layout. You basically, off the bat, you get the basic default uploads and popular uploads. Now, if that's the case, your most recent video was 2 months ago. So for consistency reasons, you probably want to be hopefully getting onto another video soon. Get another one up there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos at the moment. The first one went up 4 months ago. You done about 3 in the first month, and you did 2 in the third 3 months ago, and then you've got 1 2 months ago, and you've been quiet ever since. So you really need to be working on consistency. Now, if it is what I'm thinking it is in regards to animation, let me have a look. Just looking in the chat real quick. Henry Stickman? What's that? G'day, KTP Wrestling's in the house. Just seeing who we got here. How about creator channel critiques? Yeah, that works. I'm just looking at these really quick. I don't think Spino's in the chat. Spino, if you're in the chat, make yourself known. I want to know that this is going out. I know you could be getting this on the replay, but if you put your name in the form, I'm hoping you're here live, preferably. I'm not going to spend too much more time on it because it's been 2 months since you've uploaded. I think in the form I wanted people who had at least uploaded in the last month. So we'll keep it brief. Okay, and you've basically started a playlist, just the one playlist for Age of Stick War, which, if I look at your videos, is the most recent video, and that's it. So none of the other videos in playlists. Homepage has not been filled out at all. You don't have a lot of content to put on there, but you could probably turn your Age of Stick War one into a horizontal playlist as soon as you've got more videos in that. A playlist of one video is not really a playlist. So basically, you're not really rocking any playlists at the moment for the home screen. Don't really have too much content to do there at the moment. So just keep working on it. Now, if indeed this is animation, stickman animation, the thumbnails are in that style. So yeah, like this versus style, that sort of works as a thumbnail. I see you using like the multicolor meme background thing there as well. I don't mind the full red background with the vignette there. That's not too bad as well. So I think you keep working on your thumbnail game. That'll just improve over time. So just going to keep that one brief. Because of where we're at. And I would like to fit another one in. Let's see. Next one is free to laugh now. I know we'll get this one in and we'll see how much time we have left. The thing about doing these... I pasted it in the wrong place, didn't I? The thing about doing these channel reviews is they do take some time, don't they? Take some time to get through. Let me have a quick look and acknowledge KTP. Oh, hang on, we're on this camera, haven't we? Let me switch back. Here we go. Yep. All right. Henry Stickman. I don't know who Henry Stickman is. Man or men or men. Stickman. All right. Mike Locke says just under 3 minutes. We're gonna rock on over to the next one here. There's my desktop. I need my browser. There we go. Free to laugh now. Okay, here we go. Sharing joy. It says there. Free to laugh now. Nice close up there. I think they look like flowers in the background, so that's cool. Free to laugh now. 468 subscribers. Lovely. Let's go to the About page and find out what the channel is about. We've got some socials up the top there. Freed from 30 years of depression. Now sharing joy, laughter, and hope. I like positive message. That's awesome. My live broadcasts and videos contain comedy, humour, and encouragement. We all need a bit of humour, don't we? So if you're looking for positivity, set in the I was going to say Chicago. Why was I going to say Chicago? San Francisco Bay Area. Please feel free to laugh now with me. Okay, so a bit of positivity and laughter is the vibe I'm getting from this channel. And okay, you're sharing your Twitter, Facebook. I don't even know what that what social is W. Oh, your website. Free to laugh now website. Cool. And Instagram. All right. Let's jump back to the homepage. Okay, you got a channel trailer. Let me pause that so we don't get the audio playing through. Okay, create a playlist. You've gone through a different method. The very first tray, we'll call them trays or shelves in the homepage here, is a lot of the created playlists, which are basically just a playlist in each spot. So there's one with 4, one with 35, 127. Now, seeing a playlist there, you might be going, okay, Streets of San Francisco, 35 videos. I don't know if I have time to watch 35 videos. Oh, this one over here, 69 videos. So it's like, oh, gee, do I have time to watch even like a portion of 69 videos today? So probably a good thing to consider for a playlist strategy is not putting too many videos into a playlist. So that's one thing that stands out to me there. The other thing is putting this create a playlist at the top, because at the top is more front of mind. It's the first thing people see after the channel trailer, of course. It might be a better idea to have the uploads up here and the create a playlist underneath. At the moment, I see you only have the 2 shelves in play, plus the channel trailer, of course. So I'd probably put the uploads up the top, because that gives me an idea of how recent your content is. Being in second place is fine, but it just depends on what you've got in that first spot there. You might want to think about adding 1 or 2 of these playlists in a horizontal format, because you have ample slots available on your channel to do on the homepage to do that. Maybe conversation for comedians, that might be a good one. He's probably got a few others. Let's go to the playlist, because you've got a lot of content there. If you look at the number of videos you've got in there, you've got inspirational. With that amount of playlists, there's probably a slot on the homepage to put each one of those playlists in a horizontal format rather than just in those blocks. And if they've got interesting thumbnails, the different topics and different thumbnails from each video, I've got a better chance of capturing people's attention rather than the default thumbnail for the playlist. Now I'm looking at the wrong camera. So that's something I'd consider doing there, is maybe just tweaking that layout a bit, maybe featuring the playlists in a playlist per horizontal shelf, so that all the thumbnails or the first 3, 4, 5, depending on how they're viewing your channel, each thumbnail can tell a story. And, okay, oh yeah, I jumped to the video page. I was wondering what I was looking at. Okay, so we've got to make sure we've got some streams there. Probability scooter. Got some nice scenery here, like looking at the ocean. Sunnyside Conservatory. Interesting. I really like this thumbnail here with the Golden Gate Bridge. That looks pretty cool. I think there's something you can do with like some of the scenery. They like looking at the sunset or the sun bouncing off the clouds. That's an interesting image. Hold on. I'm not sure how much it conveys the video compared to the title. Do they work together? That's something to consider. And interesting. Yeah, it's a very mixed bag of thumbnails. There's no consistent theme at the moment, but it's good to figure out at least where you're going and experiment with what you can do. I can see this one has very much of a playlist style sort of look. This one here looks like a podcast, I should say, style play thing. Like clear text is good. I love clear text. That's always good. And then you got this one is an interesting one with the comedy club. So that's a different. So you got a lot of different styles. So probably over time, it's not something you need to rush into. It's just figuring out a thumbnail style that would start to be consistent along the way, and that could be pretty cool. But yeah, just keep working at it, and when you're at that sort of subscriber number, when you're sort of working through. You've been on the platform for a while. Obviously, you probably haven't been consistent since 2012. It's over 8,000 views, but 470 subscribers. Still figuring out what's working, what's not working. Because that takes us time, no matter who we are. And there's your audio again. Every time I come back. So yeah, keep working on that. So that's good. That's good. I'd probably work on mainly looking at fixing up that homepage. Letting the playlists stand out a little bit more so I can see all the videos in the playlist, or the first handful of videos in each playlist. Let some of the titles from those videos speak to me as well, instead of just the title of the playlist. So all the homepage, fill it out a bit more. And just keep working at what might work and what might not work in regards to thumbnails. Whether it's not just in a visually appealing way, but what are people responding to? Because that's probably the most important thing. The people responding, like, okay, you might find, people are really responding to Sunnyside Conservatory, that sign. So it has no mistake what it's about. They're clicking on it. Then you might find this 33 Bible verses. Oh, I don't have my pencil. You might find that has a lot of text on it. And having a lot of text might turn people off, or they might be really keen on it. You've got to experiment with all the different thumbnail styles. People are attracted to, like, this sunrise here. Like that in itself, I'm like, okay, that's a beautiful sunrise. And just keep working on it. Keep working on it. Keep working on it. It's with anything, we don't make it instantly when we start YouTube. It's always a process. It's always a work in progress. It's a journey. So that is Free to Laugh Now. So if you want to check out Free to Laugh Now, right there on the screen, you can see that. If you want comedy and positivity from the San Francisco Bay Area, and there's some scripture in there as well, so that's awesome. Bring the positivity, you can't even say it now, from everywhere, bringing it in and sharing it on YouTube. That's awesome. You can't say bad things about being positive, because being positive, you sort of won already when you're being positive, in my opinion. So that's awesome. Let's jump back. And I've gone overtime, haven't I? I've gone overtime. It is 5 minutes to the hour. 5 minutes to the hour. Unfortunately, Nick Nemmen's going to be starting his live stream. He could probably pull the trigger. Any second. I was supposed to finish probably 5 or 10 minutes ago myself. And what have I missed in the chat? Yeah, there's so many people in the list. We only got through, I think, about 4 off the top of my head. But if you're in the list, do not fret. We're going to go back and continue where we left off in the next stream and do those channels as well. So make sure you come back. We're aiming for next Saturday, of course, for Creator Breakfast, same time, around 8 a.m. Eastern, or whatever time I started today, around that time. And we'll get it done the best we can. So be patient. We will get you your channel. And if you don't make it live, then it'll certainly be on the replay. I leave my live streams up for at least a few months before I take them down, if I take them down. So even if you can't make it then, I'll still hit it for you and see if we can give you some basics. Now, this is really simple basics. This is not in depth. I don't go into growth strategy much. I'm just going to try and give you some best practices if I can. Yeah. And, of course, in the Creator Breakfast streams, we always try and answer questions in the chat as well. So hopefully I hit most of those as well. Rob, we haven't got to yours yet. You're further down the list, so we'll hit you next week. And Kevin's here watching from Cyprus, just as we're wrapping up. And Nick Nimmin has just gone live, so we're going to wrap things up now. We're gonna continue this next week because there's plenty in the queue, and I don't want anyone to miss out. So don't you worry. If we haven't hit you today, we'll hit you next week. We'll get through as many as we can if we need to. I know I've got a few in the queue now. We can hit them more or less from the top after we do the shout-outs. And, yeah. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to head over to Nick Nimmin. So if you want to head over there too, head over. Nick Nimmin's gone live. He's going to teach you how to grow a YouTube channel, give you YouTube tips, and probably have a bit of a laugh along the way. So this is Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube. As you know, because you're watching it. I'll catch you later.